Secrets of Longevity in Humans.com. Today is Sunday, August 9th, 2009, and is day 1 in the 3-week life change program that I am about to start at the Hippocrates Health Institute. So this is the grand entrance to the Hippocrates Health Institute. So I'm checked into my personal living space now. This is the back of it. It's a shared house with several apartments. I'll show that to you after this, but this is what one of the houses looks like at the Hippocrates Institute. And we have our own personal swimming pool back here. This is sort of the back deck. And I haven't used it yet, simply because there's another pool in the common area which has there's more people around it, so it's kind of more social, but there's also other pools like the hot tub, the cold plunge pool, and the mineral pool, which is good for detoxing. One thing we do have over here, which is really cool though, we have our own far infrared sauna for our house here, and I'll just show this to you briefly. You can see it's just got a wooden door. It's made of wood. You can buy these things online now, and they're very I don't want to say they're cheap, but they're financially realistic. Maybe a couple thousand. This is a multiple person one. This could probably fit a couple people in here. And the benefits of these far infrared saunas. It's very easy to use, by the way. You just like hit a button and it turns on. You set it to the temperature you want. You don't need it too hot though. They what do? It's a dry heat compared to a steam sauna. So that right off the bat, it's better for people with lung conditions or fungal growth on their skin. This allows those conditions not to be exacerbated, but you can still get the benefits of detoxing through the sweat. Sweating and perspiration is one of the major detox avenues of the body, including urination, defecation, breathing, and I think that's all 4. So sweating is a major one that a lot of people don't take into account. It's very important, especially if you're on a detox regimen, such as at the Hippocrates Health Institute. It's important to get that in just because of the level of cleansing you're going to be doing with the diet alone. And if you get the sweating in, that just speeds things along and prevents any buildup of toxins in your body. But another thing with the far infrared sauna is the benefits of it heating you up from the inside out compared to a steam sauna, which is just like direct heat. If you've ever been inside on a cold winter's day in front of a window where the sun's pouring in, and you stand in front of there, you can warm up just by feeling the sun's rays on your body. In contrast, if you've ever, on a cold winter day, sat in front of a radiator or a heater of some sort that's just regular heating, you'll find that you can turn your body over and over and you just can never get warm. This includes even a fireplace. The side that's pointed away from the heater gets cold quickly, and this is because it's heating you up from the outside inwards. I mean, if you were to stay there for quite a while, you might start to get warm, but If with the sun's rays, because it's got far infrared in it, that's the heat from the sun, or the infrared rays, it penetrates deeper into your skin and heats you from the literally a few centimeters in towards the outside of your body. So what the far infrared sauna does, it has the same wavelengths, minus the UV rays that are harmful, the UVA rays, which are the harmful ones. It penetrates deeply into your skin and heats you up, so it doesn't actually take very long to start sweating. And then, depending on how long you want to do it for, there's not really any limit. You just need to make sure you keep hydrated. Another one of the benefits of the heat from the infrared sauna is that the heat acts almost like a fever once you get to a certain temperature. And the reason we have fevers when we're sick is it increases the white blood cell count and boosts the immune system. So I'm not sure I can't remember the percentage, but it's significant. It's like several times more white blood cells are found in people who have a fever compared to people who don't. This also helps to kill off the bacteria if it gets too hot. And I don't believe they're built to go too high, but just getting to one of the higher settings on this thing will increase your white blood cell count and boost your immune system and helps fight any diseases you might have. It can help fight any diseases that you might have lingering and that are stimulated by the detoxing, the sweating. So it's very beneficial in that sense. Dr. Toshiko Yamazaki is an MD in Japan who has done clinical studies on far infrared technology in saunas. She has found that the level of detoxing that happens of toxic substances is greatly increased. Things like mercury, lead, cadmium, these really serious toxins we do not want in our body and cause significant health problems, are found to be in the sweat of people that are using the sauna. What happens when we get these toxins in our body, as a protective mechanism, it can be stored in water in the lymph system, and the lymph system is a fluid in our body, which we have 3 times more lymph in our body than blood. There's no red blood cells in the lymph, but there is white blood cells. And this is an avenue of detoxing. It's how we perspire. It's how the cells in our body dump their waste into the lymph system. So we need to stimulate this and sweat on a regular basis to move these toxins out of the body. These toxins don't really end up anywhere else. Sometimes they'll detox through the defecation, but sweating is a very important avenue that we must take into account. Just to reiterate the differences between far infrared saunas and steam saunas, I'm just going to read this portion here that describes the difference in the sweat that comes out of people that use them. A conventional sauna was found to be 95% to 97% water in the perspiration that these people had coming out of them, whereas those using an infrared thermal sauna had 80 to 85% water, with the non-water portion principally being cholesterol, fat-soluble toxins, toxic heavy metals, sulfuric acid, sodium, ammonia, and uric acid. This was a study done by American researchers, and they also noted that the unusually high concentrations of heavy metals and other toxins are not found in the sweat from people who do vigorous exercise. So when you sweat in an infrared sauna, it's much different from exercise, and it's a major part of the Hippocrates Health Institute's program here. So if you come here, make sure you use them, if not every day, every other day. And when you're in them, drink plenty of water. You can take water in there. If it's in a metal container or something, that's not going to melt. And enjoy the heat. By the way, Dr. Yamazaki has a book if you want to look at these studies in further depth. It's called The Science of Far Infrared Therapies.